Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and today we are going through more games, more Purple Luffy games. So as you guys can see, I'm just gonna tell you guys what I've changed in my deck list. So from the last deck list, what I decided to do was remove one of when you're at sea you fight pirates. This is just because you don't really want to see this, to be honest. This is kind of a brick. And OP09 we're gonna have the Searcher Law, which is much better, and we'll be playing 4 of him. But for now I'm only playing 3 of these search events, because your main searcher is in fact Zorojuro. So yeah, I decided to go -1, so I go somewhat -1 brick, you know. To be honest, this is almost a dead card after turn 1. Most of the time you are comboing with other cards and you never leave one down to play this event, so yeah. Unless this comes from trigger, obviously there's not much used. You're always using all of your done. So I took 1 to play back the chopper. I could potentially like play a third Jinbe, which is a card that came new as well. But I like, these cards are just in case. It's just to help you with combos or maybe leave you with a 1-drop. What I mean by this is, I'm not gonna play for Chopper, obviously. By the way, there was misinformation on one of my last videos where I say Chopper was good to make double Sangoru swing, so you draw 2 cards. Obviously, actually, at that time I already knew, but I still somewhat spread that misinformation. As you guys can see, there is once per turn, so that's not possible, but it's still good to get you double 6k swing from these 2, for example, sometimes with with Sanji as well, or even, you know, it doesn't really need to be 6k power. I'm just saying the cards that can make that 6k swing. So yeah. And I decided to... what did I remove? So I removed 1 Luffy, and I removed something else, which I'm not remembering, if I'm going to be honest, to add the other Jinbe. So we have 2 Jinbes now. This is just, again, in case we can't really do anything, we can't do any combos, I find it better to drop maybe a Jinbe if I have him than a Sangoru. Sangoru is much better when you drop him as a combo with Luffy Taru, so yeah. But Jinbe is only a 2-off, just in case, you know, it's just to help you. He can combo off as well with Luffy Taru, so yeah, it's just good to combo and as a emergency drop, so to speak. And then we have Jinbart. Jinbart, I have been using him, is good, obviously, still it's better if you have 1 clay, but he's been doing really great, actually. He's really nice. I found him to be specifically of use when you drop Kaido. You -5 down, and if you are doing it at curve play, that means you go to 4, next turn you're at 6, which is good to drop the Jinbart to help you ramp back up and putting your body on the field, if you're playing a long game. If not, from time to time you're better off, again, dropping just a Jinbe or a Zorojuro for the search. But yeah, still a really good tech card, and I really enjoy having him at 2. All of this will change, well, not all of this, but some of this will change in OP09. I already have a deck list for OP09, actually. What the hell, but we only started OP08 and you're already looking through OP09. Yeah, I'm only gonna be able to play this deck at the end of OP08, so yeah, we're just getting ready for that. But yeah, this deck has been doing great, and I hope you guys enjoy the games. So let's get to them, shall we? Okay, first game is against a Marco. Marco has risen somewhat in popularity since RP Law was gone. So there's a lot of lobbies with him. So yeah, let's see how this matchup is. I still don't have any idea how matchups are, by the way. I'm trying to figure out what counters me and what I counter. But for now I'm going it blind and just playing how I know and figure out by myself without having to look up in YouTube or other sources, you know. So we didn't really have the Searcher Zoro, so I just swung 5, and if he took, I would use my later ability to play the Blocker Law. But yeah, he didn't. But still, he used the event, the Sanji's Pilaf, so we got to play it anyways. I was thinking about, yeah, I did ramp up. I was thinking about ramping up so I could make a 7k, making sure I took the life. There you go. We have Luffy-Taro and Sangoro for the next turn as well. So it's really nice. Hopefully I don't... Oh yeah, and then we discarded Rayleigh with Law, so that was super nice. Rayleigh is a really good card in the Marco, especially if he drops it with the Sanji. So yeah. Yeah, I think here... Okay, play Buggy. This is the only card I was like, what the hell? Why are you playing Buggy on this deck? I don't think there's space for Buggy in this deck, right? And then he makes a 9k. Yeah, I just took it because I was going to be at 7 next turn. So I could just play the Luffy. And here I'm thinking, yeah, I swing with blocker. This is just because, although he can have rush, it's not bad. We are 3 lives and we're gonna put a lot of pressure here. Not only that, if he doesn't counter, he did, but if he didn't, I could possibly just drop another blocker Law. So yeah. So we would be fine either way. We had options there. I'm finally, guys, finally, I think if you guys saw last video, I was like, oh, I'm too mechanical with my plays. They're too scripted with Surge Zoro and then Luffy-Taro. Finally, I'm getting around the deck and figuring out some more basic plays, you know, instead of just trying to be flashy. I love being flashy, but it is what it is. So yeah. So he's at 8 and he's thinking a lot. I thought he was going to play Rayleigh, but no, he played Edward. He's probably gonna take my Sangoro, it makes sense. He could just destroy Sangoro, right? Exactly, and then he can make a 7k swing onto my Law, making sure I don't have a body. Yeah, but he... Yeah, I protected. I thought he was going to attach another, but I think he forgot. Again, we are always making that pressure with the blocker Law drop. We are still at 3 lives, and he only has 2 lives. I use Jinbart as a little ramp up. He takes, and then he uses... I think what? Why didn't I use my blocker Law? Okay, he's still... What? I could have played blocker Law instead of Onami, but I think the reason I did this was because I was looking for a play next turn. I mean, it's okay, but obviously I would prefer to just make him drop a lot of cards from hand. He was perfect even. Maybe I was, again, that is a problem I have. I get too fixated on a play, and then I just do it without, like, rearranging my plans if something comes up. I think that was it, probably. He plays the Sanji. Sanji is really strong on Marco. I mean, it's still fine. Again, like, the most important thing was to get a blocker there, but still, the better play was to just play the Law. But anyway, at least we draw 2, I guess. We draw 2. He swings onto my blocker Law. Completely fine by me. He swings into my Luffy-Taro, doesn't take my Onami. So now I'm looking at what I can... Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna make a 9k swing. If he takes, I'm gonna use my Law and make him discard cards. There you go. So now I can just... Or not. Damn. Damn. I mean, it would be fine, but let's see. Damn, I got balls on this play. I didn't remember this play. I got balls there. I was like, fuck it, he has a lot of cards in hand. I'm just gonna swing it Kaido anyways. That is my problem right now. I get fixated on, like, if I see a curve play, most of the time I go for the curve play without even thinking about what my opponent has in hand and somewhat. I did that twice on that game, but it worked out. Next game is Pudding. Pudding, now if Marco is getting more popular, Pudding is flooding my simulator. Like, for real. I'm just seeing Pudding lobbies. So yeah, at some point, you know, everything is bugged, so, and only this Pudding worked. Every other room was bugged, so yeah. So we did not have the the search, but at least we have the combo anyways with Luffy Taro there. We saw every single queen. It's fine, at least we know we have draw power. Plays Pero, which is fine. I'm just gonna set up the combo. We're fine, we are 3 lives. He has 3 swings this turn, but if he wants to, Pudding needs to keep the momentum going by playing late game cards. So she needs to play like the new Katakuri purple or the new, no, she's at 8 on, so she needed to play the Katakuri, the normal Katakuri of yellow. So yeah. She's somewhat of a tempo deck. She needs to keep building up momentum and keep playing the cards for late game. But she doesn't. She just like I guess she's going super aggro. I make a 60 swing just to see what she does, which is fine. I think. Oh yeah. So this was good because on the deck list I told you guys that I wasn't going. I don't get the double draw. So yeah. I go aggro here, don't get a draw, but that's fine. I need to set up a blocker because she has 2 swings, so there you go. We draw 2. We discard the search event because, again, like I said on the deck profile, we don't really need it. She plays the 10 drop Lingling. Perfect, actually, because now she can't do anything. And we can next turn. It doesn't really matter how many cards she has in hand because we have Kaido there. So we... Oh, we're not going for Kaido. Yeah, no, sorry. I learned my lesson on the Don Flamingo game. You guys saw it. I was too fixated on Kaido, but this time I was like, he has too many cards in hand. So I don't know if I can, in fact, win. So I just decided, although I did do it on the last game. But yeah. Okay, we won. Like, the numbers, if anything went wrong, we still had another queen. We would leave the queen up and play another queen and just pass turn. So yeah, and last game is King. Now, King, he's not popular, but as soon as I saw one, I had to go in. I haven't researched King in a long time, and he was one of the leaders on OPO8 that I got excited about. So I was really curious to see what this man was cooking. So I decided to enter his lobby. We have our search Zoro. Hopefully we find the Luffy Taro. Nope. So we just get the 2k, which is fine. He plays Tesoro. Guile Tesoro. It's actually not a bad card with this. And he actually used it really well. So we don't have the combo for Luffy Taro. So I'm just seeing what I can do. Yeah, I think it wouldn't be bad to... Okay, we make a 6k swing. Okay, and we make a 7k swing. We have Luffy Taro now. We got out of that search, so that's nice. I could have played like a Jinbei, but the Zoro was a better option here. And he plays his Kaido. He ramped up really fast to play this Kaido super early, which is nice for him. We're just gonna protect our board here. I think he misplays here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, by now not. We trashed the Luffy. Yeah, he made a misplay. He swung into my 6k body. He has a lot of cards, so I'm just gonna... This time, I did not forget to make him pay. We make a 6k swing. He counters, we make a 5k swing. Because I'm going to play my... Yeah, I'm gonna take one and play my Sengoru to set up. He plays another Kaido. So, as you guys can see, he's starting to build momentum here. Like, Kaido is gonna take away probably Sangoru, then the other Kaido can just swing into Zoro, take it away, and then Garante, Zoro, and Leader can make pressure onto lives. He doesn't. I don't get why. I think it was to get cards out of my hand, but I'm like, fine, you're not going to for my lives. And worst case scenario, we play Luffy Taro with Jinbei there. There you go. We need to trash a card. I ended up trashing Jinbei. I was thinking about not trashing him because I wanted to use him as a combo for Luffy Taro. We let this go. There you go. So he played a little bit differently. We make a swing onto lives. Okay. I'm gonna make him discard now, obviously. There you go. And now I'm gonna try to take 2 bodies. Oh no, damn, I was really aggressive this day. Gee, I don't remember this. Shouldn't I lose? I have a good amount of counter. So this is possible 4 swings. That's a good amount of swings. You can make 2 9k swings and then just divide and conquer. Okay, okay. That was what ultimately made me win, actually. Well, I did have a... Maybe I actually would have survived, now that I'm thinking. Yeah, because I just let Luffy Taro go. Next turn, we are just gonna... attach everything. Yeah, there you go. And swing, because he has no blocker. So yeah, but that was risky on my part, not going for Kaido. But he could probably just counter out of it. So I guess it was not badly played. We did have a lot of cards in hand. It did work out, but it was a bit weird, not gonna lie. It was a kind of risky. Don't know if I like it. I'm gonna have to review this replay a bit more to see if the better play was to in fact swing with Kaido onto his Kaido. Although he could just swing. Yeah, I think the only option, to be honest, maybe I should have put Queen in on Kaido. It wasn't a bad play because we were at 2 lives, so it ended up working. Maybe I had some idea that I'm not remembering now that I had on during that game, but it did work out. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.